Okay, dear students, today we will start our science subject with the first chapter, that is your matter in our surrounding. Surrounding mean to say all around us, what is present, what we see. Like we see a desk, particularly if or you can say what are the food items you are eating, the air you are breathing. These all things are what? Matter particular. These are known as matter. Or simply you can define matter, anything, particularly in nature, anything which have mass and occupy space. These two property particularly occupy space and mass. If anything around you are visible or non-visible, like air is not visible, but there are few things which are visible, like food items you are eating, persons you are seeing, plants you are seeing, animals you are seeing. They are visible. Air is not visible, but still it have mass and occupying space as well. So anything which have these two properties, having mass and occupy space, is called matter. Okay, so these are the things we need to discuss. Matter is an surrounding stuff, and we will discuss about matter in further, that in ancient particularly times, if you talk ancient in past time means to say ancient times. So at ancient times, what they calling matter? They are calling matter whether it is continuous, mean to say it is a single thing. Like if you are watching at a desk, is it a single thing or it is made up of some smaller things? That if it is made up of single thing, we will call it continuous, and if it made up of some smaller particles, then we can say it is a particulate particles kind of things. So what is the matter particularly? Either is it continuous or it is made up of particles. So for that we will do a activity. The first activity, it is given in your book, particularly NCERT activity 1.1, and what they are telling you into that they want you to first take water in a beaker. Okay, you take water first. Now in a spoon particularly you are having salt. Okay, some salt. So you put that salt into water and then stir it. So you get a mixture of salt plus water. But in the activity he is asking a question, that where after dissolution, where after dissolution salt goes. Salt कहाँ चला गया? Mean to say, after dissolution you lost appearance. Before dissolving you can appear that salt is there, but after dissolving there is no salts appearing to it. So where is the salt gone? Mean to say, this whole activity is concerned and telling you that matter is not continuous. Okay, it is made up of particles, mean to say smaller particles. So that's what happens with the salt, that when we put that salt into water, it get break down into very smaller pieces and get dispersed, okay, and get dissolved in the water. That's why it will become invisible after dissolving. Mean to say, which is proving that salt, which is a matter, because it have mass and occupy space as well. So where does this salt goes? Its salt, mean to say, it is proving that this salt is made up of very smaller particles. That's why when we add that into water, it get dispersed, break down particularly in smaller pieces which are not visible, mean to say of smaller size kind. Okay, so these are not visible even. So that's why salts become disappear after dissolution. So this whole activity is concerned about that whether matter is continuous or particles. So this activity proves to us, yes, that water or salt, you can say any matter particularly, is made up of very smaller particles. So matter is made up of particles. This whole activity is concerned about the same thing. Okay. Now in this chapter he will discuss about the matter classification also. Matter classification today done by the scientist in two manner: physical manner and chemical manner. In physical manner you have heard a lot about time that solid, liquid, gas particularly. Okay. And chemical classification is between pure substance and mixture. So these two classification today scientists are using for the matter particular. This particular physical classification we will do this in chapter. In this chapter we will do what? Physical classification. And chemical classification we will do in the next chapter. Okay, your next chapter contains chemical classification. We mean to say we have to do the both kind, physical as well as chemical classification. Okay, but in this chapter we will discuss with the physical classification. We will later discuss about that, what is the physical classification, why the matter is divided into these. Okay, now first of all we get known by this activity, yes, that matter is made up of particles. Now the second activity you are seeing at your book, that is activity 1.2. This is talking about size of particles. Mean to say we have already know that matter is made of a particle, but what is the size of particle? So in this activity he is one by one step he is telling you that take some crystal of potassium permanganate. Potassium permanganate chemical formula is particularly KMnO4. Okay. Now he is in the second step. You want to say take 100 ml water into beaker. Okay. So let's say we had taken the 100 ml water in this beaker particularly. Okay. Now we are adding potassium permanganate crystal. We are taking a spoon in which we have crystals of potassium, 2-3 crystal particularly only. Okay, smaller crystal. We are adding them it. Okay, and in book you have seen that he has clearly shown you different beakers particularly. Okay. So what you will see that what will you observe when you add this crystal into this water? The color. He asks you in that question manner that what will happen to the color of the solution. So the color of the solution after dissolution become pink. Okay. Now what he is saying that take only 10 ml, mean to say this whole solution after adding has become pink. Now you are taking only 10 ml. Okay, and these beakers, all beakers contains 19 ml water. Okay. Now we are taking only 10 ml, this much part of this solution which is pink in color, and we take this part and add this into this beaker which is containing already 90 ml. So the pink color still appear, but a little. Mean to say here you can say dark pink. Okay, it is medium pink you can say, or you can say become lighter a little bit. Okay, this process is known as dilution. Particularly. Okay, dilution we call if we add water in something. So we are increasing the amount of water particularly. Now we are taking only 10 ml of this much part and add in another beaker which is 90 ml water already. So this whole process is going under dilution particularly, and what you will say, the color is becoming less and lesser pink. Okay, so what's this whole activity is revolving about? Why he is discussing this whole activity? First thing, you know that pink color is disappearing, but still it is present, pink color. It means to say we have already only added 2-3 crystals, but color is still available. So it proves that matter is made up of very smaller, very smaller particles, which is not even, which you can say invisible to naked eyes, invisible to naked eyes. Okay, these are invisible particles, mean to say so smaller particles are there. Okay, so this whole activity tells you that the pink color is becoming lesser, but pink color still appears. We even added a little amount, so this proves that particles are very of smaller size. So two activity we did. In one, we prove that matter is made of particle. In second activity, we discuss about what is the size of particles. Okay, so today we will do the introductions, and now your homework about this particular chapter is to read up to activity 1.1 and 1.2 particulars. You have to do that particular. That is your homework. Okay, thank you.